I'm sitting in my home office, sipping on my cup of tiabe, with my remote control in my hand, and my phone on my side, hair on point, face on point, busy here, listening to Mielna, a sexy song by Nyasanje. Hey, some people are just blessed. 2, go.
Number 1 Kenya mzima, East Africa, mambo ni hapa, kila kitu ni tamu zaidi.
God is giving me natural light right there, telling me, my child, I am watching you, I love you, and you're going to do a good job today again. Thank you, Lord, for the natural sunshine. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed, or are you watching me without subscribing? It's so unfair if you're watching me and you have not subscribed. Why? Because you know very well that I need your subscription so that YouTube recommends me and makes my messages reach a wider audience if you subscribe. And yet you are so mean, you want to watch me and get something from me without contributing. That is unfair, that is selfish, and that is uncouth. God is seeing you. Because why would you be so addicted to watching somebody, yet you don't want to support them, surely? I can only get your support if you hit the like button, subscribe button, and comment. Otherwise, just looking like this, how do I know that I reached you? You have to also give me the response, man. It is unfair. It is unfair. Those of you who subscribe to my channel, may God bless you so much. I pray for you every day. Yeah? If there's something you've lost by subscribing to my channel, I will pay you back. I don't know how, just reach out and tell me what you've lost and how you've lost it and where by subscribing to my channel. Otherwise, I know very well that God who saw you subscribing has even rewarded you. Maybe you've not just realized. For those who have even gone ahead to turn on the notification bell so that they hear what I say every day, God bless you. God bless you very, very, very much. Oh, some people. The reason why I don't like responding to some people here, you be kind once and then they now start misusing your kindness. They know how to use me. Like, send me your number so that I can send you something you forward to this charity, this charity. Once they have my number, now they start bothering me. Oh, can you not tell them this? Can you not do this? That they don't know that it's my relationship that is going to spoil there. The more you use me to bother people, the more I have messed up myself. Making these relationships is not easy. Please. Please. Stick to your agenda. Stick to your first choice. Stick to your words. If you say, give me your number so that I can send you these things that you can forward there, and it was done and you got the feedback clear and sound that that thing has been done, then again, what are you writing to me? My relationships, I make them myself. I struggle for them myself. And I'm sacrificing a lot for these relationships of mine. Now, if you also want to come into my relationship and you want to destroy my relationship, beg, please. Please, no. It's a no. Respect, please. I have to wait for the sun to go down so that I continue. The sun is making a lot of shaped trees on my face because I have a lot of trees in the backyard. That's a tree, that's a leaf, that's another leaf. So I have to wait for the sun to go, to move. But I know it's God. God telling me, my daughter, don't be mad. Don't be mad, those are blessings. That is how my God talks to me, with this sunshine. Always mulika my face like, bam. Girl, don't be mad. Appreciate your blessings. They have seen your blessings. That's why they're using you. Maybe they've been praying to me and I've directed them to you. So don't be mad, okay? Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. Forgive me, Lord. I always flip. I always get angry so fast, Lord. But you know me by heart. You know me, Lord. Please forgive me for overreacting. Please, God. But also tell them, Lord, when they speak to you, tell them, Lord, that is her struggle. And these people, they want me to connect them too. These are people who don't like being asked for favors. Now I'm even seeing darkness here because I've been looking at the sun and my face is now turning. I don't know what. I'll just wait for the sun to go, to move to the side and leave my beautiful face in peace and my beautiful hair. Somebody asked, what's wrong with your hair? What do you think is wrong with my hair? Because I embrace my hair, I am proud of my hair, I touch my beautiful hair that I've made myself and my God together. Now if I touch it when I'm dancing, you're asking me what's wrong with your hair. Please. I am just happy to have my hair. Why don't you always ask those people who do their hair like that, flip the hair all the time when they're talking, they flip their hair, they flip their hair. Why don't you ask them what's wrong with their hairs? Is it only mine that has a problem in your eyes? Please. You people stop being so unkind. Stop being so jealousy. Please. People always looking for where to something to criticize. Just looking for something to criticize. Why do you have to waste your time to come and sit down and watch me if you're only looking for something to criticize? You go and watch something that makes you happy, Please.
A few moments later.
What? Those who don't speak Luo, what is a relation? Osiep is friendship. A relation plus friendship is success. Relation without friendship is dead. Relation without friendship is enmity. Positivity is equals to friendship. Positivity. Friendship is made of positivity. Positive criticism, positive thinking, love above all because God our creator is love. And always looking for the best in your person. And if you say wrong, you go to them in the inbox or you make a call and then you say wrong. Not destroying people's name up and down. If you're such a person, out of my sight, I cannot have a relation that is out to destroy me. It's a no. A no, 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 no. On that note, I'd rather be lonely. God walks with me, stands with me, talks to me, feeds me, makes me shine, so I cannot be alone. Did I say that right?
Proud chocolates.
If you're my relative out there, and you see my other relatives, and you wonder how they're my relatives, it's because you're not their friends. Find time, be kind, bend low, and then introduce yourself, and you find that you're also relatives with them. You may wonder, she's related to who and who and who. But that is through me. Then how comes me I'm not related to that person? It's because you've never made an effort to be a relative to your relative. And me, I have done that. So when I'm enjoying my relation, please spare me. I enjoy both my maternal and my paternal relationships alone because it's out of my effort. I like making friends, I like keeping relations, and I like also replacing relations. If I find that somebody is misusing their space in my space, then I replace them because the world is full of relations. We're all connected. After all, we're all descendants of Abraham. We're all of God. We were all saved by the Son of God, Jesus Christ. We are all related somehow. It is you to find out which ones of your relatives can be your friends and be close to you, and then make use of them, of the friendship. Asteri is speaking. Friendship must also come with more friendship. Even if you love me from a distance or you love me but you still forgot about me, you are not reacting to any of my posts, you're not just showing your presence to me, but I will see you very active on my enemies, the people who don't want me to leave posts. Because relationships on Facebook, on social media is about the buttons. You show your presence to somebody through the buttons. Just the button is enough. You don't even have to look. Just the button. You guys, it's the sun. The sun. My God. You know my God likes giving me natural light. And I don't want to be so white. So let me just go to the side for a minute so that the sun can pass and go. Otherwise, I'll be so white here. And that is not what I want to be. No. I am a dark girl. I am a chocolate girl. And I want to remain chocolate, not white. So, if you love me, I love you back. If you react to me, I react to you back. If you support me, I support you back. If you teach me, I teach you. But if you want me to only say thank you a million times, and I know that even when I say thank you once, it's already valid. My God has already seen that my thank you is valid. Then there's nothing I can do. And I've not said it with a bad heart. Mungu nifundishe kunyamaza. God, teach me how to close this mouth of mine. Zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. God, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Sometimes I talk too much. I even hurt people without knowing. But I'm sorry. So you guys, what I'm trying to say with this is, God can use you to introduce your friend to somebody. Even me, there are people who really make me jealous here on social media. Like, I was being bullied in high school so much because I was a villager. So one day I told Winnie, because she was coming from Nairobi, Langata. So I told Winnie that please, I will make sure I come to Nairobi. When I come to Nairobi, I don't know how I'll get to because we didn't have telephone numbers those days. You know, we didn't have. So I just told her, keep coming to this estate, house number this and this and this, to check if I am there. The day you'll find me, at least take me to town, let's walk with you, call other fellow Ghanaian girls to show them that I'm in Nairobi, so that when we go back to school, when the Nairobians are boasting and they are feeling high, then I can also be among them. Because I was always being pushed aside, just for the fact that I was a villager. Like, I was walking from my home on closing day or opening day to our house when the other people were going with buses, were coming with buses and cars. So it was disturbing me. So now, it worked out. My uncle allowed me to go and visit him. And then I went to visit him, and Winnie would come all the time to check on me. And then this day, she found me. And when she found me, my cousin opened the door for her. She came to look for me, yeah? She came for me. How did it happen that she became friends with my cousin? Like, best friends to date. Like, to date. Like, she can sleep without thinking of me. She can even forget me. Unless I come online, she come and likes. But the person who opened the gate is her best friend to date. Like, even yesterday I saw them, they were in Amboseli Park and watching Kilimanjaro and dressed. I love them so much, but I'm so jealous. But you know what? God can use you without you knowing. So don't always want to own somebody. You can't own someone. You can't own somebody. Just because I asked Winnie to come and get me, which she did, and she took me to town, and she called my class prefect, who was also living in Langata, and they came to Rubia and picked me up, and we went to town, and we went to River Road and ate some dog samosa, and we enjoyed town. And when we went back to high school, opening day, they all told the whole class, somehow, the Nairobians, the groups, that this girl also she comes from LA. You know, Langata those days was called LA, like Los Angeles, California, in Nairobi. And that was a high-class place. So for them to tell my classmates that this girl did not only come to Nairobi, but she lives in LA, was an elevation for me, was salvation to me. But at the same time, with that good gesture that Winnie did to me to help me to save my reputation and my soul in school, God blessed her with a permanent sister and girlfriend. And they are now so successful, both of them, and so tight and so blessed. Jancy is the most known designer, African attire designer in Kisumu. If you want an African attire, go to Jancy J. That is my cousin. The cousin of mine that became best friends with Winnie. I can't own her. I can't own her. You know? But she loves me. Now this is the story also with this one. Precious still loves me. I love her back. We are not so tight. We have not become twins. But social media-wise, we are supporting one another and we love one another. And she's from Nigeria. I am from Kenya. And we met in London through an event that I was invited to by someone else. But if this someone else maybe thought that by inviting me now, I'm going to fall at the feet and always just cry and say thank you every day, like some other people in my family also want me to always say thank you the whole of my life until I die, then it's impossible, because we can only be tight if we support one another in every way. Because you might be big in this one and I'm small in this one, but there are some things that I'm bigger in that you're smaller in. So we can only help one another. So if you see me tight with somebody who I met in your event or in your house when I came for a birthday or in your church, then thank God, because God knows you by name. God answered somebody else's prayer through you. You could be thinking, oh, but somebody's praying, and so God brings them to you and you don't know. So let's not own people, okay? Let's not own people, and let's also learn to spice up relation with friendship. Because without friendship, you guys, without friendship, nothing works. God is love. God is love, and love comes with friendship. There's no love that comes without friendship, and there's nothing that can work without love and friendship. Okay. So now I was teaching you the Luo, my sisters and brothers from other tribes and other nations and other countries here. What imedogosie. So what, W-A-T, just means relation. If I say in what na, that means you are my relative. What ni, your relative. Osiep means friendship, okay? So when you see somebody typing on Facebook, Osiepna, it means my friend. Or Osiepa also means my friend. Or Osiepchunya means the friend of my heart. You know, Osiepchunya, you can use it for a person who your heart loves. Your heart loves, even if you've never seen them, but they actually touch your heart. You love them in your heart. Then that was Osiepchunya. So when I write to you Osiepchunya, know that I really treasure you. Yeah? So what even do you say? Friendship must not necessarily be a relation, but from friendship, people get related. Like, look, you cannot just wake up and get a husband. You have to get to be attracted to a man, love a man, date a man, court a man, work with a man, taste a man, to be able to be related to the man by becoming a couple, getting married and bringing up children. It's all from friendship. Amaniaje. On the other side, you can be born in a clan, yeah? You can be born in a family. And that is relationship because you're related through blood, through birth, through what. But if the person you're born with, your relation, you don't like them, how is that relationship valid? It's not possible because all in all, you guys, we are all related somehow. From our roots, from our beginnings, we are all related. We are all grandchildren of somebody. We are all of God. We are all descendants of Abraham. We are all related. But you can only bring your relationship out to light. You can only highlight your relationship if you add friendship to it. I know most of my friends here, most of my relatives, even here online, they look at me, for example, and they wonder, how is it that she is related to who and who and who, and us, we are her relatives and we are not related to that person? It is because of friendship. I'll tell you an example. My maternal people would be wondering, why is she so close to who and who and who and who? And us, who are actually the people who are paternally attached there, are not close or are not seeing the relationship between this relationship that she is claiming. They'll start wondering, people who had forgotten that, you know what, these things are there. They start wondering, how? You know, people will be jealous without sitting down to think. You get me? It is just because people are born with different characters, and only people who are friendly, ready to make friends, kind, put love first, think positively, not negatively, manage. Bottom line, what I'm trying to teach you here is, put love first before negative energy. If you're always building in negativity, your mind is just negative. There's nothing you see good in anything. Even things that you could use to build your own you. Like you've seen, okay, Terry has brought this relationship back to the family. Now, can we use her in a good way to also get us there? No. Oh no, she's that. How will that help you? You'll be speaking your negativity out there, but she's continuing to tighten her relation. She's continuing to bond like shit. You know, your family must be the people who support you, number one, first. Your father, your mother, your sisters, your brothers must be able to support you, number one, first, no matter how. They can fight you in closed doors. When you're closed in the house yourselves without cameras, they can fight you and tell you all the things they want to tell you bad and hurt you the way they want. But in the public eye, your family must always stand behind you in every way. But if you find you have a cousin or you have a sister or who they always brings bile to you, like anything you do, they don't see any good in it. All they want is to get rid of you. You being in the scene is a bother. Instead of them going to ask the blood that brought you there, that even brought them also, to ask them, why did you bring this one in our blood? They are fighting you. How are they going to gain that one? So if you hate your cousin or you hate your sister or you hate your brother so much, go and blame the people who gave back to them. Ask them, why did they have to bring that person there? But you start with God, because God is the one who placed them in your relationship. Like you can be born with somebody, yeah? For example, for her to be born in your house, there's a reason. God placed her in your family because there's some addition, some value that she or he is going to add to your family or to you as a person or a sister or brother. If God sees that it's not working, then God must separate you guys. You will be separated. Somehow one day the separation will come. So don't think you're entitled to your sister, you're entitled to your brother, you're entitled to your what. One day, if it doesn't work our God will get that person out of that place and take her to where she's appreciated, where she adds value, where her value is seen, where she can grow and where those people can grow from her. I am a person who has a pure soul. My heart is in my mouth. I speak it out. There's nothing I hide. If it's time to tell it, I will tell it. I will always tell you. Yeah, even if it means me being strangled, they will strangle me, but the videos are still here. And even if they're deleted on Facebook or YouTube, somebody has downloaded them somewhere. My words will always remain, just like Lady Maureen and all those people who have died, and rest in peace, Mr. Black Panther. He's died, but his work is there. So my legacy will still remain with my mouth, will still remain there. You cannot live a life of negativity, be it within your working environment, your family environment, your church environment. Negativity cannot bring you anywhere. Bile brings you nowhere. The best thing to do with your daughters, your children, is to, no matter what, stand with them. Because if you don't be the first person to even publicize her and say, oh, have you seen what my daughter has done? Oh, my daughter has graduated. Oh, my daughter has been promoted to such and such a position. It starts with you. However much you know your daughter is stupid idiot, idiot of the most idiots, but in the public eye, make sure that you're the one who praises your daughter number one, or your son. Number one. She's always the number one in your life. Your child that has come from your womb cannot be bad, even if they are the maddest of the maddest people, the worst of the worst. In your hands and in your mouth and in your eyes, what people see, the girl or the boy must remain always on top, must be your number one. You must stand with them. When you close your door and nobody's looking, now take a cane and tell her, you stupid, do this and do this. No. But when the door is open, you're outside. Tell your people, my child is the best. And when you see anything wrong with her that you really need to correct, talk to her in private. Don't go bad-mouthing your child. There are women out here who bad-mouth their children with their friends, thinking it will improve her relationship with her friends, or it will make her get respected, or they will say, oh, this lady is really, is not afraid of saying things about her daughter. If you backbite your own child with another woman, the woman will listen and actually help you even backbite your daughter well. But once you are out of, you're going back to your house to sleep, the woman that you backbited your daughter with, bad-mouthed your daughter with, will go discuss with the other person and say, hey, what a woman. How can she be talking bad about her daughter? How can you talk bad about your daughter to somebody else? How can you bad-mouth your child with somebody else? How? Hey, I just remember this story and I have it valid in my inbox. So, now this is the story of this diasporan girl, what she told me. She sent her friend with a present. Her friend was going home to the home for holiday, for vacay. So she bought her mom a bag, a pair of shoes, and some pocket money. Gave to her best friend, her best of friends, to take it to her mom. Her best friend went ahead, went home, and the very next day called her and told her that she's going to see her mom, so she should even call her mom and tell her that she's coming. The girl called her mom, told her, my friend, who you met when you came to visit me in Norway, the one I introduced you to, the one who cooked for you lunch that day, she has come home. She's home in the village. And she wants to come and see you at home. So please make sure you're home at 1 p.m. between 1 and 2. She will be coming. Her mother said, oh, thank you, daughter, everything. So that girl, the best friend, went to see this girl's mother with her mother. Her and her mother, they went. She gave the mother of that girl her bag, her shoes, and the money. And then they started talking. So now people are becoming friends because now this girl has come with her mother. And these are parents of Watoma Jew, people whose daughters are abroad. So now they want to know one another and become friends, kind of. It's normal. It's actually very healthy. Now they talk. And then suddenly, her mother forgets everything and then starts warning this girl that, you know what? Please don't be close to her. Don't be close to my daughter. She'll destroy your family. She'll destroy your house. She's kind of telling this lady that her daughter, who has sent all these things, is a prostitute or can take her husband from her. Her own mother, still holding these things and the money, everything in her hands, telling her friend in front of her mom that she should stop being friends with her daughter because now she feels like this new family here, these new two people that are here are more closer to her than that one that is far away. These ones are now her friends. These ones are now, she wants to hold them. She wants to show them that, I care for you. I care for you more than I care for my daughter. The moment that lady left that house and went, her mom warned her. Do you know that friend of yours? Do you know her well? And she said, Mama, I know this lady well. I'm really surprised at what her mother is saying. And she said, go and take care of your friend, be friends with her, counsel her, tell her the truth. Tell her the truth what her mother said about her, because it's not good to hide something from your friend. But you don't have to say it immediately. Take time, get the right time, talk to her so that she knows what kind of a family she has, but don't leave her. So, if you are lucky to have family who are tight with you, don't think everybody is lucky like you. People are suffering out here emotionally. People normally think abuse is just hitting and hitting. But the worst abuse to have is emotional abuse. People always judging you and talking wrong about you and filling your space with negative energy. However good you try to be, however well you try to present yourself, despite your struggles, somebody always just see negativity. Think twice. And diaspora people, when you live away from your family for long, the relationship must spoil. That one is something that we have to accept. Even if they lie to you that they love you so much, they love you because you send. But so long as you don't take your time, or you don't have that privilege to go home all the time, your relationship is spoiled and will spoil. Try as much as you can, my diaspora sisters and brothers who are abroad. Try so much to have valid papers abroad so that you can travel home, so that you can go and cement your relationships. Because the longer you stay away from your families, the faster your relationship with them breaks. They will pamper you with good news online. They will kiss you online. They will love you online. They will do it, but on the ground things are different. They'll only be loving your money and loving what you give. But the moment you can't have it, or the moment you're sick and you cannot work, you cannot provide, I will continue to say this, then you will notice that your suicide is coming very close. Your death is calling you so close because of the emotional abuse, the emotional draining that you have. Because you've been happy, you've been building on false love, yet the love is not there. Try as much to have correct papers in the diaspora so that you can travel home. So that even if you don't have pocket money, just go home so that you see if they still love you or not. Because the more you go home, the more you know where you belong. The more you know whether should I stay in this family or should I buy land and go and build elsewhere. Just know your stand physically, not just on phone. Phones are lies. So don't ever write to me here on social media telling me at me and my home is perfect, they really love me, I've done for them this, hey, do for them that and that. Me, I've done everything, also me. There's nothing I've not done. And there's many friends who have done a lot too. And there are many that are yet to do and they're still doing. There's nothing a diaspora has done to their family that Terry and I have not done. Or my friends have not done. There's nothing. I see you guys boasting your things. Oh, I built my community. I put light. I've done that. Do it. Do it. But also go and cement your relationship there. Take your feet there. Go there and see where you stand. Go and taste the juice. Go and try it. This life is like that. You guys, I still have a lot to tell you. In Jesus' holy name I pray.
Proud chocolates.
My phone is ringing.